Let's just hope we're still in one piece when you get here.
Imagine if all the caps could go to a devil's blood. We gonna have a problem? No. Good.
無事に戻ってくるんだよ。
I'd say keep to the rooftops, but I'm not sure that's possible. Might just have to hold your breath and hope there aren't any man-eating water lilies. And that's why I prefer heights.
やることが終わったら教えて。
Give a man a gun, and he'll be armed for the rest of his life. Kill a bullet.
Cross Buttercup, and you'll regret it.
Which wire did Rita's... What?
We always need extra hands on deck at City Hall. Consider joining up.
Looks like Anna drank up all the coffee again.
Don't bother me, I'm on vacation.
Down to the pier and catch a show. Have you been down to the aquarium? It's...
So, I can finally put a face to the name. I'm Mayor Tim, the executor, if you will, of this humble metropolis. Welcome to Atlantic City. Good of you to show up right before the city falls.
I love your vacation.
Straight to business, huh? Some pleasantries might do you some good. Forgive my saying this, but you seem pretty wound up. Fact of the matter is, keeping this city afloat is like Atlas holding up the sky. Our job is to keep people fed and alive. So far, we've been managing quite well. And that is until those vermin from the Barrens took over the community center and started attacking folks left and right. We were already spread thin before. Now, hell, I'm amazed they haven't taken City Hall yet. Think you can help thin out the herd for me? Did I scare you away? I still need your help, if you've still got the metal for it. You met a few of them outside today. They're plant people from the Pine Barrens. No one really knows what they are, but they ain't people, that's for damn sure. Most call them overgrown. They may look kinda like us, but they got the brain power of the trees they come from. Still, they're deadly. And that's enough reason for me to want them out.
We're gonna get.
Oh yeah. About a few weeks ago, I think. Sorry situation that was. We tried to get as many of our folks out of there as possible. Truth be told, I don't think we got them all. We underestimated the plant folk. More like I underestimated them. Never again. A real leader has to keep themselves steady and controlled at all times. If I break, so do my people. City's still here, hasn't blown up yet, and Lord knows the powers that be tried that already. And hey, when it all hits the fan, no point in worrying then either. Just gonna kiss my keister goodbye and call it a day. Like I said, stranger, we were already spread thin before the plant folk came around. We keep this city running and its people alive. That was already a struggle. Overgrown aside, those mobsters and homicidal jugglers are supposed to keep the streets safe. That was the deal, anyway. Between you and me, I think the plant folk scare 'em silly. They say they only signed up to take care of humans. I can get them to show up when they're feeling especially brave. That ain't often.
The elites got it going. But I would
Nothing fancy, mind you. I need you to get into the community center and thin out the plant folk there as much as possible. But before you do, I need you to take care of a few emergencies. Think you can handle that for me?
Down to the pier and catch a show.
The mayor's office is responsible for the city's upkeep. We keep the power and water flowing and appetites satiated. But we've also got to care for the sick, the injured, you name it. And of course, we've got to put out fires when they crop up. Only thing we don't do is entertain.
Someone to repair this pipe. Joe.
Ashley.
No, wait.
'Cause they're too chicken shit to do so, that's why. I shouldn't be too hard on them.
Down to the pier and catch
Poor
a show.
chickens ain't done anything to deserve that treatment. Fantastic. Now, let's get down into the nitty-gritty. The plant folk managed to cause a ruckus. So much so they damaged our power lines. I sent an engineer out to repair them and restore power, but he says he can't work till we clear out the monsters. He's at the edge of the barrens. Go talk to him and keep
Somebody
those
get
tree
here to come
huggers
see this
off his
together.
back while he works.
Not rid your
Good luck.
face. Not yet, anyway.
You couldn't pay me enough to join the Baron Rangers.
think I'll head down to the pier and catch a show. As always saying, you should take a break, Anna. Yeah, right.
Mondays, am I
City's
right?
already on fire as it is.
It's Thursday.
My Ibex is so heavy, an airline would charge them extra.
Sloane's been Don't think we've had a chance to chat yet. Figures. Most of the chatting I do is just yelling at faulty wiring. I'm Frida. Frida Lane. I keep the lights on around here. I'm an engineer. Well, I'm the lead engineer, technically. I'm the head of the Power Production and Management Division of the Mayor's Office. Or the PPMD, if you want to save time. It's a fancy way of saying I make sure the power keeps running and that it's diverted to the right places. I oversee all of the other engineers and electricians. I also train them and send them out if anything goes wrong. Things usually go wrong. Me? Oh, no. I may moan, but I've got everything under control. I appreciate your attitude. My husband might have some work for you at some point. He's the mayor, but he doesn't look it. All right, what is it? Oh, yes! I realize I don't really look the part of a mayor's wife, but if you haven't noticed, the world ended. I doubt schmoozing and political greasing matter much these days. We were farmers, lived on the outskirts of Atlantic City. He was my high school sweetheart. Tim's family had been farmers for generations, and he was set to take over the family farm. I felt stuck. I felt I had to choose between him and pursuing my engineering degree. But we made it work. Tim promised to help me pay for my degree with the profits from the farm. So we married, and he kept his word. I ended up using my expertise to fix up our equipment. Gave us a competitive edge in the area. Ha! Now that's a story. Back in the day, the mayor was a woman named Carly Day, a bland career politician and a notorious coward. When the bombs dropped, She let the mafia and the entertainers who would become the showmen run wild doing whatever they wanted. People were starving and getting sick from dirty water. There was no electricity. They were ready to riot. Turns out entertainment doesn't matter much when you're on death's door. The family got desperate and they came knocking on the farms for food. They underestimated Tim, that's for sure. After he shot their whole raiding party, they got on their knees and pleaded for food. So, he marched over to City Hall and confronted Carly, shotgun in hand. Needless to say, she stepped down and he stepped up. I came with him to help, obviously. We got a group of charitable Samaritans to join up. We've been running things around here ever since. She fled the city. At least, that's what Tim told me. Like I said, she wasn't the bravest. She knew she couldn't handle it. Know where she went. I haven't seen her since. Okay. Is there anything else you need? Ask away. To be blunt, we handle basically everything. Electricity, food, clean water, trade, medicine, security. We make sure the people of Atlantic City are taken care of. It's exhausting work, but no one else is going to do it.
Yeah. Looks like Anna drank up all the coffee again.
Let's see now. There's my department, Power Production and Management Division. We produce electricity and distribute it. I also handle the Water Purification and Distribution Division. Same thing, just with clean water instead of power. There's the Internal Revenue Service. Buttercup heads that. They're in charge of, collecting taxes to keep everything running. They're the auditors you've probably seen around town. Then there's the Agricultural and Caravanning Services. Tim oversees that himself. He manages the output of the farms in the outskirts and ensures the farmers and their farm hands are all properly compensated. Additionally, they distribute food in the city so no one goes hungry. They also trade the caravans round here for essentials. There's the Emergency Services Division. Anna runs that. They're the paramedics and firefighters. Dispatchers. She makes sure every emergency is addressed and that the right people are sent to handle it. Finally, there's the Pine Barrens Forestry Division led by Sloan. They're basically our park rangers. They handle the overgrown threat. You won't see them around City Hall much, as they spend the day usually scouting the perimeter of the city. Short attention span, probably. I assume uni is short for municipal, as in municipal government, which is what we are. I think the family and the showmen were the ones who started it up. Meant to be derogatory, no doubt. We don't care much to stop it. We've got bigger problems than a nickname. Formally, we're known as the mayor's office. Anything else on your mind? What do you need to know? They're a bunch of thugs who think they're businessmen because they wear suits and have culture. I'd rather spend my caps on a root canal than in that sorry excuse of a casino. Maybe you'll start to see a pattern here. Next question, please. They're a bunch of thugs who think they're entertainers because they wear costumes and speak all fancy. I'd rather moonwalk through a minefield than attend one of their shows. Are you starting to get a good picture of Atlantic City now? Oh, yes. I'm glad my feelings came across clearly. I wouldn't want you thinking I like them or anything. They're criminals. The only reason they're still around is because their business brings tourists in. We need tourists in Atlantic City to make enough money to keep our civilians alive. Make sense? All right. Anything else on your mind? If there's a later. Stay safe out there.
Kill a guy in it.
Hey, are you gonna stick around a while longer? Could use someone like you. Which wire did Frida send across? Careful out there. Anything that crawls out of the Pine Barrens is... ugh, absolutely nasty.
There better be a good reason you're blocking my light. Name's Buttercup. I lead the Internal Revenue Services for Atlantic City. I do. If you can handle it. We kept a dossier on every mafioso and showboy we taxed. We were understandably very... gutted when those dossiers were lost after the community center was taken over. It slowed down our work. A lot. If you can find some of those dossiers for me while you're in there, I'd make it worth your while. I'm too busy crushing wimps like you to find the time for it. Sorry to disappoint. That's what a merc said to me many years ago before I turned his spine into a jump rope. As for you, maybe I'll make a necklace out of your phalanges. Now shut up. Good. Bring him to me when you come back. If you come back. Tim also mentioned there being some security cam footage he needs. If you can nab that too, we might be able to get a better idea of what the Overgrown are all about. Well, get moving. I can almost hear your muscles atrophying. Oh, it's you. What do you want? Ask, and you might get. I can name a few places where they will be if you keep moving your mouth instead of your feet. We left them scattered around the community center. You're best off looking in office spaces and desks. The security cameras are set up around the community center. They were installed by Frida as part of our original security system. Tim probably just wants to keep tabs on the Overgrown. You'll just need to extract the footage from the cams and bring it back here. Let's wrap this up then. What? Because I'm not stitching up wounds or putting out fires? I hate to break it to you, kid, but even groups of total do-gooders need caps to get things done. The Munis can only be selfless up to a point. If they're dehydrated and starving, how are they supposed to help anybody? I make sure everyone else in AC appreciates what we're doing here. Oh boy, small talk. My favorite. The point? The point is to keep people alive, numbskull. Most people can't even tie their shoes. You really think they'll be able to survive out there on their own? We keep everyone fed, hydrated, alive. Without us, there'd be no running water or electricity in AC. Consider yourself lucky that you came here after Tim took over, and not before. Bad. Pretty damn bad. Previous mayor was a hack named Carly Day. She was the mayor before the bombs, and after, she just stayed, but she didn't do anything. Crime was rampant. People were dropping like flies. Since Tim took over, it's been like a whole new city. Sure, we may gripe and moan, but for the most part, we're well taken care of, and safe. Oh, you think it's funny? I fail to see the humor there. I take my job very seriously. Without the revenue we collect from the other organizations in Atlantic City, the mayor's office wouldn't be able to function. We'd be utterly useless. So pay your damn taxes. Oh, her. Well, no one really knows. She probably just went on vacation. You'll end up going on vacation too, if you keep asking questions. That depends. You do work here? It's usually easier to just tell me, String Bean. It's easier to talk while you still have a mouth. Maybe you'd like to, but I wouldn't. The last person who said that had to get therapy. What's not to love? I get a free pass to crack tax evading toothpicks in half. I get paid for it too. It's not much, but at least it's for the greater good. I used to run with the gang. Paid well, but they were weak. In every capacity. Now, Tim, that man's strong. Real strength comes from resolve and determination. Not because you shot a few soda bottles doing target practice. You got a problem with my name? Yeah, that's what I thought. You got anything better to ask? Or can I move on with my day? Okay. I'm sure you will.
So you're the hero type, huh? I've been known to save a few cats from trees.
This place too good to be true. Worrying too much.
You gonna stick around a while longer? Could use someone like you around.
Ever since the overgrown started showing up, I've been eyeing the potted ficus in City Hall. I don't trust it.
You couldn't pay me enough to join the Baron Rangers.
I should probably invest in a boat to get to work at this rate. The flooding's getting worse and worse. Okay, let's... Oh! You have no idea how relieved I am to see you here. Are you ready to get started? Great. Watch my back while I repair the fallen power lines. Just be careful around the overgrowth.
Wrap it up in there, friend. We've got company out here. The plant folk are trying to lay siege to City Hall, led by some brute who takes the name Overgrown to a new level. The family and the showman sent some folks over, but they're about as fierce as a chipmunk in heat. Get on out here and show them how it's done.
one with a bun.
This place
Thanks
is
for
a
the fire
pocket of
support.
paradise. Closest we're gonna get after the war.
Well, if there isn't finally someone with a bit of gumption around here. You did good work saving our hides today. Atlantic City is forever in your debt. As the old saying goes, the battle is won, but not the war. We may have won today, but this is almost guaranteed to happen again.
I'll be damned. I wasn't expecting to see you without the flesh stripped off your bones.
For everything. I gotta head home before dark.
Leave it be, Buttercup.
Too many boogeymen
I
around
think
here.
you can spare him the dramatics for one day. And I'll be. You managed to get the footage from those damn security cameras as well. Thank you for that, friend. This will go a long way in helping us study the plant folk.
I see you've got all the dossiers. Not bad. Then again, with all that gear you have, it'd be pretty pathetic if you hadn't done it. Huh?
You're all right, stranger. Maybe friend is more appropriate of a name now. This won't be the last time we meet. But the doors of Atlantic City are open to you anytime. So, no goodbyes. Only Amiga see you soon.
Yeah, well, not too soon. You can take your time, you know.
You're the best thing to happen to this city in a long time! I gotta head home before dark. There's a few too many boogeymen around here.
Thanks for the fire support.
Thanks for the fire support!
Buttercup would get rid of this.
So, what's it going to be?
空を飛ぶ準備はいい？
Be on the right side of history or the wrong one?
それは帰ってから詳しく聞かせてもらうよ。乗りな、エンジンをかけるよ。